The stem is the piece on your BMX bike that mounts to your forks and holds onto your handlebars. Typically, stems only range in front load and top load, while within front load and top load, you can get different reaches and you can get different rises in there to really fine tune your geometry. On the live stream last week, I actually just bought a stem. I just got done putting it on today and riding it today, but I saw this question in the BMX Nerds Network. Whiskey says, any good brand recommendations for a durable stem? And the quick answer to this is that for durable stem, it doesn't really depend on the brand. Most stems, now take this with a grain of salt, most stems are going to be about the same. You get CNC machine stems, there's not a whole lot of variance there, okay? So when you're looking at a stem, if you get a high quality CNC machine stem, it doesn't matter who it's from, it's going to be good. The quality is going to be the same based on the type of stem, based on the company. So as long as you get a certain type of stem, that quality is going to remain true throughout the different companies. So you shouldn't worry about which company to buy your stem from. What you should worry about is what the material of the stem is or what the design of the stem is. For example, one of my first stems was a Shadow Voltus. I think it was a Voltus stem. It was a stem and it had cutout sides. So instead of just having like this, these were cut out so you could see the forks. This was completely cut out. And the whole idea here was that it would save weight. And I was like, yes, save weight, please. So I got this stem, I put it on, and I snapped it in half in a couple months. Because of those cutouts, this stem was way weaker. The Shadow stem that I'm talking about was way weaker because it had those cutouts. And that's not a very good thing. Yes, I saved weight, but then I had to buy a new stem later on down the line, and that was really frustrating. And me, being really inexperienced and not knowing anything about BMX, I bought the exact same stem thinking that it was just a mishap. So I bought an exact same stem, I replaced it, and guess what? It broke again in a few months. Same thing. So lesson learned. Ever since then, I've bought high quality stems that are not made out of cheaper materials. These weren't CNC machine stems, and I haven't bought any stems with a cutout since. And I've just stayed true. I'm like, hey, I will take a stem that weighs a couple more ounces. If you shave off parts of your stem, you're saving ounces, like a few ounces, and it's nothing crazy. It's not crazy enough to risk it breaking. So just get a stem that's CNC machined. That means it's cut out of a block of aluminum, and just get a stem like that, put it on. It's gonna last you as long as you need it to. And if you're lucky, you can find some for 10 to 12 ounces, and you don't need cutouts. You don't need those that are gonna snap and break on you. Okay, so when you're looking at a stem, don't worry about, okay, I need a Colt stem because Colt stems are the best. That's not necessarily the case. What you need is a high quality stem that's gonna last, and you can get that from pretty much any brand, okay? So that's the answer to the question. If you have any BMX questions, join the BMX Nerds Network and ask your questions in there. It's a huge community of BMX riders who can help you learn tricks, help answer your BMX questions, and I'm in there talking to all you guys. So the link for that is in the description. We'll see you in the next video.